Hello and welcome to My Finance Teacher. Let's talk about the silly internet money. Just kidding. Let's talk about Bitcoin. First of all, let's review Bitcoin cycles and see which stage of a cycle we are at the moment. Going back, let's say a year to the end of 2017, we can see the following cycles unfold on the chart. That's December 2017 until December 2018. In 1 year we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles. So as we mentioned many times in the previous videos, generally these cycles last for a couple of months, 2 to 3 months. And the main question that is on my mind at the moment, and probably should be on your mind as well, is where are we in the current cycle? The current one started in mid-December, and if the usual duration applies of 2 to 3 months, at least a couple of months, we are nearly at the time when the cycle should finish with a cycle low. One of the specific questions to ask here is whether this recent sort of low at the end of January or early February was the cycle low, or are we going to expect a further decline in Bitcoin over the next week or two? In my opinion, I think over the next week or two, Bitcoin should break below this level of just above 3,400. And one of the reasons why I think we haven't seen the cycle low yet, is this 14-day RSI. If we look at all of this time period during the bear market since December 2017, all of these cycle lows were marked with the 14-day RSI, almost all of these cycle lows, reaching the overbought area. The current ongoing cycle has not reached overbought on the 14-day RSI yet. That is why I expect the current cycle to continue and give us finally a lower low over the next couple of weeks, and RSI probably reaching the oversold levels. That might happen somewhere near the end of February or early March. Another thing to notice here is the 50-day moving average and how price is trailing along this 50-day moving average, trying to break above it but failing to succeed. This sort of multiple failed attempts to break above a moving average usually lead to a price decline. We actually saw a similar behavior in autumn last year, when price was trailing along this 50-day moving average at around the price level of 6,000, 6,500, and consequently dropped all the way down to 3,300. So in the short term, over the next several weeks, I am relatively bearish on Bitcoin. However, in the longer term, I think we are relatively close to this final bear market bottom. However, it doesn't mean that we're going to see all-time highs broken anytime soon. In either case, I think we are close to a bear market bottom in relative terms, because of this 14-week RSI, which reached pretty close to oversold levels in the middle of December last year. If we look at historical values of this 14-week RSI, it reached oversold levels only once in January 2015, which marked the final bear market bottom in that time. However, as I mentioned, it does not mean that the market is going to rocket launch out of that bottom. It takes a while for the market to enter the bull market in earnest. And finally, coming back to the shorter term view, if over the next couple of weeks Bitcoin price does give us a final cycle low for this short-term cycle, how low is price likely to move? Well, the next support zone based on that September low in 2011 is right around $3,000, $2,900 or so. That would imply around a 20% drop in Bitcoin price. That is considerable, so I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? Are we going to see price below 3,000 over the next several weeks? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And of course, remember to have a nice day.